Yo abusia and they are discuss the cancerous spirituality. Because spirituality are very rampant and everything is happening. Na niyama na happening so no ubebi sa ho say okay so the program the niyama mo ye ne rituals na mo ye no is it endorsed by the cosmic ana so say because obi ye bi enti no me so me nye bi that time na me so me fa nya nipa. What is it about? When we talk spirituality, what has it got to do with religion? Na spirituality krapo no den nti mema mu stages bi na se obi ka se na really we nya religion we ya spirituality ni we ya and then ye ba be draw lines no e de atum ni amade ye nyina ye hunia ye osirete anaso okonton eno ene na ye ba be hwe no. So we are discussing the cancerous spirituality today. Na stages aye be hwe ne ye be komu be 6 nti ye be di ka hwe all is religion. When they say all is religion, now what do I mean? Ya be ho. Ne ya ba be no hate for church. Ya ba be ho no mo so na fe ya ba be the biblical blame. Ya be no so. Ne ya bisa say is new age spirituality a religion? Ya ba be eno so na fe ya hwe etymology of religion. Na fe ya ba be cosmic power and religion. Na fe ya hwe awiye no the end. Minua stages aye koni is every message a obi ahia so that they are wo ye no wanya wo ho te say enam spirituality consciousness nti woni webusia ntemu atete woni wunuanom nkasa woni wo maame nkasa meanwhile wo ye bibia the same thing na ye claim say we nye no eno ana wo ye enkrofo chechire a lot of principles na wo be dey hu say we ye religion we ye spirituality eno ne no me ne wo eba abehwe. So, what is religion? A question to you. What is religion? What is belief and what is faith? You see, we or believing in this, or believing in this. Oh, me faith, waha, me faith, waha. What is the difference between these two words? What makes us trust in the unseen? And then, Emma yeji obofwa ye hu no. Soon be a ye hu no this a hand we are ye way no. And then Emma ye what ye di ye gidie. Ekoshe ade aye humu say mean to me nye saying adise de mean hu bi adise ma bom paye adise ma ye rituals bi adise ma kokum nantwi ade ma ye saying ade a whole lot and sana ade a me pese me ye no atimi ayeye edien ena ema ye de ye gidie koshe ade aye hu empo ne ye nim age ya dwene age atum eden na ye ema ye de ye gidie koshem. What leads to forming associations and societies around beliefs? Ede na ema ye de ye ho koshe a particular fraternity mu say ehọ na ye gidie ewo ede na ema yetimi yes ade no. Is it just about worship or specific religions like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, etc.? Is spirituality equivalent to religion? Ese me de me hu ekose we mu, ese me de me hu kose we mu, and all these fraternities no so believe say there is a God behind what they are doing, and they also believe that the omo ye ema enu na ema omo nyi omo ahobambo spiritually. Nti dia ye bi say ina ne say worship and also say fraternity like the Buddhists no, is it equivalent to religion? And also say a be different spirituality sum sam ene asum sam ene osum ahodo no ene honhom sam ya de kro ana eno ne yepese ye hwe. It is obvious how spirituality differs from religion, and evidently many new age enlightenment movements have challenged traditional religion concepts in recent times. Obi a owa asori bia say de osun bosom no onye papa. Kremofo no so say a Christofo no de omoye no enye correct. Omo de omoye na e correct. Christofo so say de kremofo no ye na enye correct. No omo de ye na e correct because Jesus say I am the way, the truth and the light. No one goes to the Father except by me. So mo amusi mudi Muhammad echi no according to their theory. and their principles. Mo de mo we chiri. And Quran there is doing well by putting 60% of the Bible into the Quran. But Quran they mi hu baby Muhammad din Bible. But they also have their own translations. They translate it to prove a point. Say the Bible mentions so na Holy Spirit be banti Muhammad and the Holy Spirit no. In so what all these things you know. The churches, mosques, and religious sects are struggling to maintain control in the times of the new awakening is linked to the Aquarius era. We have witnessed many transformations of Earth's dimensions. Enti abusia, we mu nyina believe so wu a wo beko baabi o. Enti no na it means that the dimensions or they believe in spiritual journey or the soul journey to the soul no ebe journey akọ baabi foforo. All these fraternities no e believe you. But is it equivalent to spirituality? Omu nyina mebubo ye nyina ne omugidi omuwo ene wo de be ka awakening ye enso koso aye rampant na wo de ni nyina bubom a bibia mebisa won say ni nyina transform e de akọ earth dimension bia na. I have explained in other editorials the shift from a lower dimension to a fifth higher dimension which is being experienced across many consciousness. Time na ye started na ye cafe dimension ho asem no. Na nkrophobia ye platform na ma omo aye obi. Omo so say there ye can when the masters are talking. Asem a ye kan ye ne ya fa e wo soro hode ikono no gina se ho. O say enye sa. The danger in all this is our lack of awareness about the emergence of new dogma in spirituality. And no na ye awhwa na ye areho because when you sit with obi na oni need nkomo a na oni ne ka spirituality asema ade a ogitum say ye spirituality no wo be bisa no na obe chire mu ni ama omo ye ni nyina no na ma bounce back to the same religion na ye feel say ho na awakening ni eni ho enu nti na ye na mimmom me ka kire asori ni say mwatumi agada nkrofo no there is nothing powerful than gathering people. Ema energies na wo ni frequency ni vibration no eye kese. But what I'm saying is that mon drive and mon directed that frequency and that vibration no towards the supreme being and towards the original source. It helps the people. Ebanisana, the place become calm. Love will rule there. Nebanisana so a progress ekoso because ebanisa wenchi ene ntawantawa eniho. Enuti na Bible says she yeah eye ene ne fa eye se nuanum bom tina faako asomdue mu. When there is clean consciousness na any religion ni hwe ya, these are things ubehu ewo honomo. Medikaya editorial about the fifth dimension that munyina muhwebi. The danger so aba awakening no and spirituality ni mu no and maboboso no. So these are the things and then no ye be delve akomu deeper na yahwe na spiritual wa na ye kwakwa discuss. So let's talk about the dogma that disguise themselves as pure spirituality. Because sometimes when you look at everybody is going for 31st night. And I want so 30 buso afene kwa wie ya so what dey awokoye wo any 31st night no wo kohwe de new year ne de bebreu enso sunu ye be na wo ne religious person no entem ono o sow seed ono so sow seed for new year na won so utie sika na de akohwe de wo wanim no nti no wo ne religious person no e de enso sunu ye e na wo muntem. These are things me pese ye hwe. The reason why I'm doing this editorial is that Mema Remfi say this year I did Mema year na mu wo mu no mo amuji di say fe na 2025 wo ba no na chese 2024 na moda so awo mu amuji di sa no it's okay, but Mema what ya say this year 2024 no mo amuji tum sa no na eye 8 eye Ouroboros. I think I gave a whole lot of points and also say in-depth knowledge about it in my editorials. Now me tia won aso say next year 9. That 9 na eba no e de na wo awia ni mu for 9. Edien ne was rani ni mu for 9. Na edien ne besi, edien ne ebe throw nipa away, na edien ebe grandi nipa. What is the number 9 going to attract? Na no na me pese me bie weni ema uhu ni maybe. Because baby a air kono. This is where the word of God that said that salvation is individual. No, aha no number 9 no. And eba be play. Ebi se number 9 a number of onipa dasani. 9 ita beings ni believe so ma hoden be ye kese. Na ebi no nso believe so say number 9 ne number no apem anaso say dinkrahene na no asi. Nti dinkrahene anu sidia na chesa asase nanim achi aba abesi. Na chesa obedani na ni ahwe ba bi foforo. So where is it going to be? The masters believe that Pisces has ended and Aquarius is giving birth to itself. So yeah, it's a number 9 muni ye ko wura de na next year no e dey na ebe attracting e dey na de beba. That is why we are going to discuss this episode. Makachro, you need knowledge to move. You will be saved when you have knowledge. So when the Bible says knowledge is power and lack of knowledge my people perish, I'm going to give you every knowledge you can hold in your portfolio. Said they are 19 na eba na. Ubeti I say don't get confused. Next year is going to be 2025. Inti say we 20 na we 0 ni fi wa ubenya 2. Utro 25 now the 2 ni be kan wa you get 9. So 2025. I think I calculated this for you last year when we were talking about the Ouroboros. When we were talking about the Ouroboros intino and then no we are going to discuss cancerous spirituality. Me bawakwaba adiba spiritual wadumede kesi. I believed you, 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 I believed you wherever you are, I believed you and I send you love. I send you love, I send you love, I send from the bottom of my heart, I send you love. The love frequency and vibration that keeps on going higher and higher and higher on this platform. That's what I send to you. I send you love wherever you are. I send you joy. I send you peace. I send you strength. I send you wealth. I send you wealth. I send you wealth. I send you wealth. I don't like using the word peace, but the most dangerous thing to do in life is to give up on yourself. So I send you strength. I send you strength. I send you strength. I send you strength wherever you are. And I believed you. I believed you. I welcome you to another great episode of Spiritual Hour. You can hold these keys or this stick as a walking stick for the year 9 that is coming very soon, and when you ever confront, and these are the kind of keys ubetumi kita ubetumi ediamante, and it will do you a lot of good. I welcome you, and the topic here, the cancerous spirituality. Mature stages are like 6-7 different stages into they resonate with you biano ubetumi afa. Now let's look at all is religion. All is religion. You will be running away from frying pan to fire. But you feel, say, because the brand is looking some way, but all that's the many times I've had critics of religion. It has always been the faith and worship aspect. Language, difficult. The other day we posted something on my page and people were like saying, don't post anything political. I'm not with them. But anytime somebody mention heaven, hell, or soul, I am there. It's my responsibility to make sure I have gotten into it. That is what I'm picking. That is what I'm working on. That is what I'm teaching about. Into anything like that, when you say dimension, when you say soul, when you say transformation, when you say yes. So today I said, let me say some for my faith community, that religion may not only be about worship and faith, but it transcends many systems. So when you have religion, now can faith, Islam, and Christianity. No. It transcends in many systems mu na yemfa ya adwene nkoho. Tie no na nda me pese bibie so ne nyina yehwe. The bad characteristics of religion and how it is used to manipulate mindsets and gather people for control can also be found in other systems and principles that are not close to the faith-based worshiping community. There are many fraternities, over 360,000 fraternities. Omo woriase. Nye Christianity ne Islam kwa. Omo so yet niyama ebimpo ye worse than these two fraternities na omo agidino. Okay? Omo agidino. Omo feel say we mu na omo ye religious people. No, there are other people who are also doing things na omo so share Christianity and worship and faith based, a transcend the across our system by fire joining coho and no nampesi yeshe. Religion is powerful. It can unify diverse cultures under a single principle. Religion is powerful. A bet me a force it. Intina make us a one who say yeah yankasa blacks no. We don't talk about our cultures any tribal speciality no. Yen ka ho asem nti se obi ka obi de kakra bi o se or your tribalism no ye nyina ye was special bibi but because we don't portray them, we don't promote them nti no obi ye so promoting de pe na aba be te se eye we na religion ade eye no e betimi ewura ba bia ne ho ye den na wadane mu to something amonye nso mu nim se wadane mu into bibi. Religion is very, very powerful. Most critics of faith-based religion argue that it has become a method of oppression and control over time. And now, omodi way abedada, omodi way. So what join the group be? That is why until the coming of the Aquarius era, the blind covering of religion was hopefully going to be washed off. Na eya mehwa ade bia na metine chire na mehwa ade. Na mehwa na sometimes my scared because you can't say this faith base Islam any Christianity no enye inti no ye ba Aquarius era sisi e die knowledge wo ho inti awakening ni consciousness na e ka ho so obi a wo group obi a wo ne nkrofo so what does that make us ade no ye den inti ye adwin say ye yes enimdie ba asofo na nkasa kora kasa sesa ni na kire say said ya ekwe no ade na entintan na femfam ye ni so no edema faith based religion no titi akọ out necessary nkatete no ne hwan a okoka kramu asem ana Islam asem no watena ase now no omo ma mpanimfo ni bi kuramba tintan no efiri omani so na obi ka te say ye ba beyi saa impuna na teta ye ni ase no efiri ho sa na te from these basic expectations of most spiritual people we can see that the battle to free people's consciousness from religion is not only about faith and worship. And yes, same penalty, and yet worship, but a cosmic war that cuts across from deeper dimensions of the ethereal. Intisa, a niamana air cosono, any atwitwini ye free ha kwa hanomono. Enye ye ni papa na de we ekosoma ye na ekoso what the unseen world and so medical tell how Ra is now saying say Yahweh is a bad God that is manipulating mankind. No the other love, unity and togetherness, any light or the abano or no intino this war no it goes beyond said yehu the same way as ye can spirituality ni ye can awakening and also it goes beyond religion not transcending about some of these systems the system that empowers religion to oppress humanity comes from spirituality and ethereal interest before physical manifestation and no na me person obia ete ase na say na arehu sem bi ekoso e social media no so the way enkrofo binumu ekasa about nyame na omo ehu omo na omo asem bi baaye about this nkrofo mo ne nkrofo de dane oil issue we na mpanyimfo na say na mete say papa ne baako o wa sorry na onya BP. And listen, this kind of wars no, it goes beyond the normal thing we know. Say where you suffer no where one members na where one members. It goes beyond that. Bro, there yedi yenihu because our wars to any division, any groups to no started from spirituality na ba ethereal interest abe mansana abeda ne ho adi wo physical eyi ayeke nti se wo se wo join awakening group na eye bibia ede na wo te a wo bedwane na ede na wo te a wo begina ho. There are beings not physical to this plane that govern physical presence and have set a similar system in the ethereal, forming a chain of command. We were ho. Enti don't feel that oh kwa ha keke. Ena make sure say they are all ye na de ni ni all ye. Onim ni interest, onim ni benefit, onim dia otia. Ba wo kono. Hwe wo ye. Because ube ko baby na ebi aduane bi a wo bedi ana adware bi a wo bedware ana niam bi a wo beye no ube kati uso contract ana ube breach uso contract hwim ube da ya na bibia na afawo ekromu na nipa wu a yenhwehwe de eku ni ntia ya wo beans wo ho a omo na omo de nipa gina ye bi na omo ye adwuma ma omo na omo hyehye niama ansa na manifest ne ho wa ha nti de obi ye ni de obi perform bia whether you are joking or you are serious, you will get a being that will empower you na dia oje wo ho na wunim no ehọ na emata no. I have done an extensive editorial on archons and their influence in ruling the afterlife. Well, one should be, and you can go and watch. I have done I have 7 episodes about these archons. I think I've done 4 or something. As time goes on, we say bedroom baby na at the right time. No, both masa fana matwas nti wo a wanhwe no ubetumi akose na wehu omudwuma omudi level a ombetumi de waba na wuwu a baby omude wo kra no so befa na wo so no so befa wuwu achi no omuni wunwie nti se wunyate we ase a baby a wukobia no. Please search for Maame Grace versus the Archons and watch so you can catch up with us if you haven't seen this episode. Topic Maame Grace versus the Archons. You can go and watch it. What we are trying to expose to you is that the term religion, when used in any editorial, must not make you feel we are only talking about churches and mosques. Omo ankasa so omo problem no. Omo knowledge ni sa. Nti when you mention religion pe, no omo de omo agye abode omo. When you mention Bible pe, na Christopher na agye abode omo. When you mention Quran pe, no omo agye abode omo. It goes beyond that. And because you people are not ready to learn and know where echo beyond and transcend beyond no. Nti na niyama ekọ so. Ewo Arab ho no mo. Na niyama eso ekọ low ewo zongo ho no mo. The Quran is not only for your religion. It transcends across cultures. Principles of religion may stem from dark rulers in the etheric realm, forming different systems and principles to have some sort of control and manipulations. Now, sometimes when you sit back, na heart, so is this what you call spirituality? So what's the point? Ye na ye hia wa ha ne ye na ye ekọ. Ye na ye ko ye sei ni ye na ye ekọ. Ye na ye hye sei ni ye na ye ekọ. Ye na ye ko hwehwe ye mu sei ni ye na ye ekọ. Ni ye tue sika ni ye ekọ de ye ba. What is the point? What makes it different? It's still religion. Ya sha de kro, ye perform ya de kro, ya adwen akọ bankrom religion ankasa kora se ye kire sei. Si e mahu. Akwam na akomfo na ekom no mahu style omo de ekom. Omo bisa alien baako or channel through a woman say mo pese mo ba ha na omo say omo ba experience aha through us so mo channel ya e na obisa no say mo pese mo be ye nipa na mo nso so mo betena ha na wankasa hwe there is a secret that de bia me pese me kan so ya na me jaye obi bisa Elon Musk so ye alien na wontimi enyi ano no be about the bushes. Amumi embisa ye ho senti nkola bebre ya omu ntumi nkasa omu speech delay na omu ye autism ya omu nkasa yetua omu kai. This aliens omu start ya omu ye interview omu se omu voice omu kase. Omu ni sa nkola yi delay of speech ni omu autism wo bibi ya na. Omu knock bodies wura body nimu, and because omu nye ahanumu beings ni ntino omu lower body ni so that they can dwell in the body to do things. Adentina ya omu tuya sa nkola neka African ebetumi ahihye mana still Paul say Kristo Yesu wo obi say heaven ba o can say heaven ba amunte aka 4 years Ghana efuo. Sometimes I want to do politics because of this, so I can assume power. And I have 2 children who are lawyers. They can arrest these people if they say certain things to cause fear and panic in the way. Na amba, to me deal with them. But the Enlightenment war is not only for Christians or church-going people. I want everybody to understand. The fight for enlightenment occurs in multiple dimensions, in the unseen and different sectors in the physical. If the Aquarius era is to fight dogma, then it will be uprooting issues, not just addressing surface problems. And that is what Africans are doing now. Instead of uprooting issues, addressing surface, But don't forget, when you prune a plant, not say it grow back, it grow more dangerous and more bigger than said the net here. If you want to do away with it, you start from the root. And now spirituality, the same practices na ya divert ni ye aba baby a ye we. Ehi na ye ko. Baby a ye head it always be damage ye be say ye nkura. Because religion was personalizing a group of people na a personalizing issues. Unye Kristo ni dia, ti said they told me dani. Se unye kremo ni dia, se unye saying dia, se unye saying dia. The same thing is happening no. If you don't belong in our group, 1 2 oh ni a group, 1 2 ni a group ni a tuya dues, the same as tithe. Ye na afede kwa wie ye nti ye na enko ye saying the same religion. Ye nyina ye yade kro na ye nyina ye tie sika na ye nyina ye tie obi achi ne ye hyehye the same thing and ekoso. Now no hate for the church mama here. Anytime I do editorial, people come and say, oh, why are you not targeting Buddhism and stuff? And I've explained that my principle with Buddhism is different from my principle with Christianity, and it's different from my principle with Islam. I mostly talk about Christianity because I'm an apostle. I sat in classroom for 3 years to get that title. You can't take it from me. I've done this religious sect from the side of Christianity for a very long time. I'm a Christian by all standards. There is no bishop, there's no pastor who is a better Christian than I am. I'm telling you. And until I maybe saw my question, I'm better now. Maybe saw my Bible, no question now. Na problem aba. Eja puni so waka kire mo se krasiti ni na che se uye Christian. Christo krasutoni na theories. So when you make no, I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not a Muslim. I know very little about Islam and I know very little about Buddhism. But the thing I know about Buddhism is that it is not as wild and externally focused as other faiths. That is Buddhism. Now Buddhism no kra no or this adeni ba I say a fraternity. This is one example of why I think religion must be studied and understood and not be taken in the context of just worship or just what Google tells us. Because when we say usunya dia like diama wenchini ntokwane ebufuo ene onye Kristo ni ade nyina because o mabon. At the moment you learn and acquire knowledge, you understand these things. And unti na medi we nyina ede ma wo no. Enti we num na make no a transcend more cultures and more fraternities than said ya ye hu no no. It is not about this Bible and this Google thing. Let's just understand the principles of the term religion. So, in Buddhism, it is more about making a God out of yourself. That is how Buddhism reading pasty no. Looking for your inner God and connecting. This is Buddhism. Buddha, the person whose footsteps or footprint the religion was descended on or was prescribed on, didn't intend to bring in a religion. Buddha never told any of these people, say, munko biye fraternity, anamunye group, anamunye say. In fact, say, uni baby a Buddha can answer, say, mundani ne fraternity, and no cra say muacheche. Buddha for way of life, to say, Krishna for, to say, almost so muacheche sect na baby, or honomonso. Buddha and can't you be out. So onye na sorry man, and now on your fraternity, and now on your group man. No, he didn't say this anywhere. O baby says all you then we can't say me share Buddha. As I'm crofo and crofo baby, I'm me share Buddha today. No catch them, you see Maame Grace, ma could this and I make catch you. Buddha they share me, I can't say them you. Also Maame Grace, ma could this you and crofo ma woye, man can't tell one. Nam say Buddha. Na fantia uke fantasy nyo mi fike kos. Man suma one day one some anything. Na me si Buddha. Enti se wu se nkrofo dey sum o ya no ya mahom to there wo block me shine. Se Buddha. Buddha wan ka wo baby asa wo se o kan wo baby so a betumi abeka na yeti. He comes from a very wealthy family. Buddha na ka kire me. And he realized that with all this wealth, lacked spiritual fulfillment. Nkomba ekoso wo me ni Buddha ntam na me dey born. Ose Maame Grace. Enye hiafo asem na agro no mudi no no ni skafo da me hu se. Sika ni nyina echi no na honhom semu ahoden esa. Na me e wo honhom semu. Buddha ne complain na me ka cho no. And I did a lot of editorials on wealth and the psychology of nihilism last 2 weeks or so. Wa wo hwe bia wo hwe adwenya na Buddha adwenya no. The emptiness and the meaningless of valuelessness of spirituality. I've done those in different editorials. Mini Buddha nkomo no makeka ka bibia. Continue with my story of Buddha metwaso because he didn't find a certain fulfillment in terms of his soul, reaching a certain satisfaction. Buddha say, Maame Grace, na me hwehwe niama ni mu asika ne ade ne wo yina na me bu ento me yam. Buddha na eka with the world that he came to meet. Oti sika me beto wo fie no. Anye de obi afa mo ho ade adane sikani. He decided to embark on a spiritual mission, a path of seeking something else that would give his soul that fulfillment, a quest of awakening. This is a conversation between Maame Grace and Buddha. Ose Maame Grace, hey, ade a me ye ma adwen se mehwehwe no, enu nie. Nti obi a no wo ni sika dada. Se maka akere mo. Se nka se de omo vetting crofo. Ansa na omo abeye ministers no ka so be spirituality say ye vet wansa. Aye, because truthfully, nkrofo na ba ye ho nye omu nyina no more spiritual power. Ebi mu hia sika, ebi mu hia se mu hia za wa mu wo hye. Eno na ba ne sa na wo yusu ekom ne ba mu sa na wani ye red na wo twa credit egu wani so do mu different things and the ozabo is on the eno na mo se nkom na mo say Yesu she space ohun azi ye obi kura se nyankopon chim na no hwe nchen hey you people wicked me ti se mo fo se Buddha nkomo ye oni mi di obo a baabi ku a ote ne first church a baabi ogine mu o kire ade woni se Yesu kro onye Kristo ni nso Kristo fu nti ehina na Yesu kwa asori na asori be na Yesu kwa na no ne nam na o kire de na o kire nti book be na o kan musi scrolls be which part ubetumi quote Bible scripture ba ko a Yesu quote ye mo de red pink na achoro wo na mo de ahye papa yi a wewu kwei se chinchina achia ra o tro ayi wo Harvard hey na Buddha ni group bia no ni hwe. Through this mission he realized that inner solution. Odnante sa na ohwehwe no onya a solution at the man. He realized that the secret thing was about him. It's about our inner person reaching a higher state of consciousness and taking charge of yourself. You don't depend on Jesus before you move. You don't depend on Allah. You don't depend on Muhammad. You don't depend on Torah. You don't depend on the Bible. You don't depend on the Quran. You don't depend on Bhagavad Gita, but you depend on yourself. This is Buddha having a conversation with Maame Grace. He discovered the seriousness of the spirit over the body and how the spirit is more important. This is why I am talking and screaming, going through all these harassment. This 20% thing sitting here can never give up on the soul. But the soul can decide to quit or leave, and this thing will become useless. And so, the spirit is more important because no doesn't have an end. If there's anything you need to focus on, you will end. So what's the point? So Buddha decided to put into teachings his discovery about a self-awakening so that anybody who finds themselves in that state or where he was, where they are lost, where they cannot find any fulfillment in religion, they cannot find any fulfillment in their wealth and any other thing, they will also try and follow Buddha's steps to achieve that enlightenment. So everything Buddha was saying was about the soul. It was not about the dressing. It was not about eating meat or not eating meat. Buddha didn't say anything. I don't know if we will leaves are not so no we leaves here. Say you akwe or say ni ye funi nti oba no ma alcohol kakra wo Bible mu. Akwa ni tin den. Aleko yo ni. It was never a fraternity or a group or a religion. If you don't agree, please, the platform is open. Maybe kwa Buddha ekan ye say obiya anko biye we there was nothing like a temple for Buddha. I said Buddha told me. Don't come and ask me how did I know. Buddha told me this. Which is spiritual hour. We are discussing the cancerous spirituality. So Buddhism was not prescribed to control people, to tell them what to wear and how to worship, what to eat and what have you. However, because he laid down certain ways of doing things that pertain to his physicality and his internal orientation, those things became standardized. They became principles. They became cultures. They became values. They created a community. I have what it takes to do that. Na masesa nkrofo akogu ho. Na makacho se wuja wadwuma ye na beye nyame adwuma. Ta. And now they have Buddhist priests who have to start protecting the Buddha community. But was Buddha himself a priest? Who was his priest? This is just a question. They had to guide that community, and so it gradually became like a religion. You're powerful. You are doing something different from religion. No. And you can't catch how powerful religion is. And you have no idea. Formula. In simple understanding, structures, principles, grouping, division, and worship gradually turn Buddha's concept of self-awakening into a Buddhist religion. It was never supposed to be like that. That is what we are discussing today. You understand me now? Inti obi na shishe ni niyama ni ade and a group of people kwaji tumu and omotena wa and a bed anyway. But papa na nkasa Buddha no na adwen na anyway ni hweye. So it is not about Christianity or Islam. The fact that I talk about it in my editorials, and a religion, this also has become which is not supposed to be a religion. For Islam, it's my favorite. Omo di omunia be medical to the way omusie nipa. Any omunia be omo ye ene omo polygamous abrabo se kura de nkola na ye smart omo ye wedding omo pese obewale bia ka na ho. I love their dedication and styles of worship. There are many iconic Islamic clerics I respect, just as there are pastors I respect. These bishops, that no na me we in scholarship there, no na me who says, hey, that's some of you love me like that, and you people are hiding. You won't go after them. Some people say they are going to go after those theologians, some of the bishops, if they can. I'm sorry, I love you guys, because some of you are hypocrites. Mube to me abe krokro me wahana makoso de egu me to meeting nasi. Because omo put fear in people ma omo can't say no crowd. They can't tell them say oh, Bishop asama okay, it doesn't make sense. I've made this comment time and time again. I'm very much attracted to Islam, and I will complete my schooling on that system. Then my catcher the other day say my catcher say because of the me I don't want to just chew and pour the Quran. I want to meet with these Arabs and have a conversation with them in their language. My English is a little bit smaller. So now me struggle kakra for the language. And so now no, they have pushed me to do Latin and Hebrew. And no making it easy because omo your sister language. Until me no and so me guso. Because omo a lot of things when they get through to me through downloads aya na me pese me learning more na me hu say me hu right ansa na maka nti I'm schooling me go so the den na me wi a me catch but I love a lot of things they do, like how they bury their people, how they give small crown but my do everywhere problem or there but omuniama ni bi de ya na even omo eyiye omo say sika like that so some of their things but I'm still schooling about them. So why do I cherish some principles of Islam? Obi baby says I didn't na me pe omo asem. Ebi enche medane ajia ka omo frɛ me ajia den. O ya kramudi na wo hwɛ me nka yɛn frɛ me ajia den. Because me mekɔ aba straight and sana mabeshas. Because I know that Islam has a certain genetic identity with black ancestry. And it cuts across most, if not all, religions. That is Islam. When you look at Christianity, you can see that it was borrowed from the ancient Akabulan people. I will explain that one day. When you look at certain ideologies of religion, you can see that a lot of them were borrowed and manipulated out of original ancient African systems. So munya sesa wadwene esesa wudin. Omo sesa wudin. No omo sesa wo kasa. No munya sesa way of dressing. No omo sesa waduane. No omo sesa way of life. Gradually no, then it start getting through to your genetics. It be affect your culture. Entinka eyade Christians no omutumi de omo culture edi shemu a anka na anka ye ara because obroni ye eniama ba Africa obeye more cotton stuff edi aba Africa obeye more of nylon stuff edi akono ho because of the weather differences. Obroni edi ane a obedi wo ho ne oye one ade is different from the ebedi wo ha. What I don't understand is why they brought Christianity. No, they were different from the Omoye. It's one big problem. She said, "What system a borrowed principle, normal manipulating from the original ancient African systems. And so Islam is such an institution for me. Me papa, I'm not speaking for everybody. But I feel like when the Arabs who received Islam and realized that it would be good for them and their children and their descendants to own that principle, they made it their own. Mimi hu nyansa mi hu. Me hu nyansa me nim papa because me nim nyansa. So we hu nyansa Arab we wo. Nti na me say me pay Islam. They were fast. No me say kai ye be fa eye princess e na o ma hyehyɛ no eye ye mfa bitterness nkokon tokwa. Na emom ye be fa san hyehyɛ no but ye de ye culture ni be hyem na afeti ye pepepe. E na omo ye ndem ahu Dubai. Eni zongo ho. The same Allahu Akbar. The krakra ne sen. Hey! They realized that the Romans are Catholics from Rome who brought in Catholicism and Catholic Christianity, and later dispersed into different sects to form Methodists in Germany, came to form Anglican in England, and then went to form Baptists and other breakaway Christianity across the USA and other parts of the world. These Romans are Catholic. Bubu to fit by faith-based religion. The Europeans have an upper hand in the authority of the world. They are using Christianity to rule. Ade Arab for nothing I was saying no muji wuni. I don't know bubu so am say kai. Ade ankrofo we yeni. And so, framers of the Arab world decided to also do similar by using religion to expand their power and protect their territory. You see wisdom. You see wisdom. If it comes to by force, I will be a Muslim. In fact, I'm a Muslim. Wallahi. What did Africans do? This is what the Arabs did. What did we do as black people, Africans? What did we do when we saw Roman Catholic? When we saw Anglican? When we saw Baptist? When we saw? What did we do? This is what the Arabs did. When we say the Africans suffer. We will go into this topic some other time when we will have a very deep discussion on the land and who it belongs to. And that is a very smart move. Arab for I would personally make as I'm in school. Yeah, beg yes, our topic we ni smart. How smarter this Arab for no almost framing the whole thing is almost a way to rule. Is it not working for them? Ni be ba ni abehwe omasase ne borders ni ahwe omo asase ne ye omo dia mote ya mu ye dede Egypt kura amo se ye ho na mufi se si e current Egypt ye wo hoi obibini be not ho lost people thinking they know ama senka Egypt nya papa na sere no so, and the Lord carried and the Spirit of God carried Jesus to the wilderness, to the desert. Desert one ya Egypt ya desert so mwetu afiri obi ento abrofo na je ho no maboso. The Spirit of God carry Jesus. Ye wu Jesus no wo Israel mo anka say omo didi dwane ko Egypt esere ne so. Omo didi ko ye den wo ho. Mote ha na tetete we spiritual Israelite ta for you. But when it comes to our land, because there are traces of our ancient practices in these religious practices, we find it very easy to assimilate within these religious practices. So, it's not because I like one religion. I dislike religion purposely. Because, when you go deeper into it, when it comes to download, you break down for 3 days. Now, when you because why you depressed spiritually? That could you this Arab for no or land belonging to them. Now, so this is how smart they were. Africans, with all your might and with every pain you have gone through, you couldn't think to grab on this thing. Because Africans want to be ruled over for the rest of their lives. Up till now, you are fighting Bible. Oh my God. Now let's look at biblical blame. The Bible is not the only religious target. We can criticize the Bible a lot. However, it is not our only target. No. It is much more than that. It's not only the Bible. When we talk about the awakening era, we are not looking at the Bible as the problem of religion alone. No. So wo shahade and we are limited. However, the Bible is crucial, and I will explain. The Bible is crucial. The Bible is a double-edged sword. Nano nye baako. Nano yoha. Bible nano eyoha. The Bible has quotes of how the entire religious sect and the dogma of the world were created and where they are. It is in it. Ade omudi kumu na wom, ade abema nkwaso wom. The other day no, a Japuni make statement bi na me shame my statement ne da. Me say I believe in raw talent and I believe in raw giftings. But you say you can Bible pan ko bi a wan ko school bi ense so fa Bible so dey yeshe. You will fall out. I am telling you, because it's deep and it's coded. It's like a manual for the dogma of the world. You understand me now? These pastors is because most of them are born. They give direct translation of the Bible without the codes. They cannot decode it. They don't even know what is called code to think of decoding it. So the Bible tells you that it is also one of the principles that is going to be used to control you. Sana Bible says it's controlling people. And to me, however, the rest of the principles and how their concepts and the projects were enacted to everything you need to know, including that the key is inside the Bible, encoded and transcribed. Intimacy sankawa anko school, stay away from the Bible. Na Maame kita Bible now or translate. And I'm like, how? What is this? Oh, fighting for God. Oh, nyame na akobo mpa so nkuku atan for ma na afi wa na wabegina ho fon ama no. Nti na je mpa na abo no. Hey, wo prio. So, when you look at the dogma of politics, the key to how to control it is in the Bible. Behu King Saul, behu King David, behu King Solomon. The dogma of medicine, the key to its control is in the Bible. You don't believe this? Mundi duabani na mumfa na hahan no. Ensa yare. Oh, yabeka do dakro. The manipulation of education and spirituality, the key to how it was conceived is in the Bible and many other systems. You understand me? That is Bible. So you cannot just sit in that small corner and think you can use the Bible to rule somebody who know all this point in the Bible, whilst you know only one part of it. So the Bible is a problem, a big one, but it also has the key to other problems encoded in that same problematic Bible. That is what the Bible is. Na Bible nampo kan you. This has created two levels of dogma. I generally reduce it into two. Those who read the Bible and take it literally, they tend to fall for the manipulation easily and are divided, and they are easily ruled. Omuna so Bible numu anda bibi toro so adwini go form. Then some enter the Bible to unbreak its codes. Ebinum so ma omu break codes no. These people later realize that the Bible is a problem. Nti mo amu break code. People are breaking these codes. I'm not the problem. Oh. People are waking up. To me threatening omu. But the more they enter into the secret teachings of the Bible and other hidden books, the more they realize that the Bible also has the solution, but it is hidden in mystery. Bible can or say they don't cast pearls among swines, they cast it among kings. We in a Bible no more. Na me medruha na wo wugina soro ho. Ehine yebeko. So that is why you realize that some people, when they read the Bible, a lot of times they come out and they tell you that, oh, me, I've read the Bible and I'm telling you that this is not the right thing to do. Omo komisa na omo ni etita hwem na omo climb ko another level na omo ehu say enye eyi ehunehuna sa abiem. Because when you read the Bible with faith, as they tell you, oh, have faith, oh, have faith, oh, yeah, it is well, God is in heaven coming down, blah blah blah, like those allegorical understanding of the Bible. When you read it, and na nyankopon mi hu nyankopon na bodje se and na ni so ja yire no se me ba papa that papa no about Revelations no o se nyankopon voice to say Maame Grace, Maame Grace, na bronsan voice to say Maame Grace, Maame Grace. And I because all this one say nyankopon voice na eboko. The first time I heard say onyankopon voice ni mumu ye hey nkrofo tiniama like that. And reading it like that in my country, me say, nyankopon voice. You are delusional and you are hypnotized. And there is a lot of psychological game that is playing on your mind. And you are caught in the prison of control. I want everybody to understand this. Enemy who way. This is your situation. So that's what they call the matrix. You are totally in the matrix. Delusional. What drama ni mu so die. But when you go deeper into the Bible, then you realize that the Bible is a problem. And no kan no mu why delusional? Me many da ho. We no go agree you. Then when you go into the problem, you go deep and realize that the Bible is also providing cause to other problems. I can't wait at all. See, let me say, I don't know why you were a Christian and you have a problem with me. Because I am rather telling you that, yes, you've done well by gathering the people. But teach them the right thing. That's what I'm saying. So it makes the Bible look as if it's an answer to other things as well as a problem. By this, you should understand that metaphysical teachers will always come on my show to use and quote the Bible because of these reasons I've stated. Because Obia Kanya Ohu ni saying, when we say, hey, missing Crawford way, they are smart. They are smart and any enviness, ni pain, ni war, and a baboying. But we need knowledge to find our way out. Because I dare not quiet to say, Bible are quiet to say, Kwasiapo, Sebe, or Benyan Safolo bet me a son in Abutre. The problem of this universe is very big, huge. Students of books like the Nag Hammadi Library and Apocrypha can delve deeper into those books and realize that the Bible has codes to problems which the Bible is also part of. And no problem na creating na bit say creation stories ni ade no. Enti munya more of the Nag Hammadi Library na munya more of Apocrypha books. Na no na wo ye be fa utim na no so na mo so mu read am bobodam. Minim the same asem na mo ka kire Adam and Eve wo garden ni mu se mudi aduaba we a mu bewu the same asem na nkrofo so wore kan. Religion is more than just a divine faith in one deity. Mark my words, get this straightforward. Religion is wider than that single practice of assigning your worship or faith to a divine entity and creating a community for it. And now, sorry, now what in it goes beyond that. Putting in regulations, moral attachment, and dedication. Adie when it goes beyond this. There's more to it. Nti se enye so obi abo duku no obi a shirt atade white esi ne ase no twa ne ho because of religion ni faith any worship nti se bi obi agene se ekra ye ntumi mbo nipa no because o say spirit na aba ne so o say we nyame na aye say wadane osoro akode me can you could see clearly say this person is mentally unstable and needs help mo de say niam we nyina akekere mo ho nipa e bodam kra ye ntumi mbo ano ni pay team na be shed dross na be yes just we can't help anybody because of this limited knowledge. Growing faith and believe in one divinity and worshiping it is a faith-based religion. But we have others like spiritual religion. The term religion, how does it feel in your mouth when you mention it? Religion. How does it feel? People mention religion and immediately you think it's a place or it's a worship. They tell our children in school that religion is about Islam and Christianity. That's what they tell them. Forgetting that the school itself, the education system itself is a form of religion. Hey, who has noticed that what the Obako senior higher, what the new Kobia no bedu school no so when experiences are there no batten bia ni wa obetunya catch them so experience here. From form 1 okobe bia de bia wo de ni ko school no or you close to the school na osu ebinum betunya catch them say or you scared of the school. Do you think about it? You don't know it's also a religion. You eat one food, mother one time, you nyanem one time, musha one dress, musua one thing. Hono mo na ye koma mo hard dogma no mo kasa nyina ne asesa mo tekrema. Atiti obi afiri ne maame ne papa ho. Energy bia enfollow. Bibia titim school titim abata wo do ba na ba akoto. Sa na sori so betiti obi afiri na busuam. You don't think school is also a religion, a form of religion? Think about it today. The way we educate children is religion itself. And when they are serious, no. Because of the same things they are teaching them about religion. The characteristics that they are teaching them about religion, the education system also has it. Sunday school, the same thing is going on in the school. It's also a religion. When you go to a school, what you wear is controlled and prescribed by a principal. And the medical culture, what are they say? School rules. We do this in our school. We don't do that. What do you call this? They groom children into a community. Divide them against themselves. When the first, now we no money my dear, no more school, no more maybe no more award, no more no less. But omunim wickedness or more practice into more first class, second class, then it's also a religion. Just like you have church elders. And assign to them prescriptions for how they should live and behave, controlled by a system. School be our system. Time omo beda, omo preppy, omo yeden, omo kwai, omo games, omo ye. Is based on principle. The same religion. Schools compete among themselves. Makacho church compete among themselves. The same religion, Ominia. Education one cry more dangerous. Give up. The most expensive thing to do in life is to give up on yourself. Don't try it. They create their own culture for themselves. You can't marry from Islam. You can't marry from Christianity. Children are indoctrinated in schools just as believers are indoctrinated in religion. So what's the point? Abusia, sawo shamia, comparing Abrochire school to Ghana school. They are here serious. They are here enidaso. They are here easy. Nkwala sen eda one room wo ho no mu wia omo ho edio ebebre akọ school na ewi omo ba omo beda ne drug addict and so education itself gives you principles that you must follow religiously. Ye nipa no kra ye nam kra ye san wo religion wo yemu ho ntebrofo omo ntebrofo no mo ha omo ntebrofo no ha even ekuro ni mu mpo omo achiche mu nso we mu ye level of standard of living you so wan we mu so level ye say nti more no ye di niema we kwa na ye we kwa ha Africa mu ana motimu fie obi a oni sika wo fie mpo obi hu because obi anu aduane obetwa bi akoma obi na obi create ni wuro obi kitchen na wakote nchene ende be ye nti. So when you look at the word religiously, it means that there are systems in place to make you do something regularly without fail. That is the meaning of religion. You are placed in the form of automation to do a particular act religiously. A boss is so be sorry. A boss and just a muina your meditation. Muina mo kwaha na masha. What are you doing in spirituality? You are out. This is the sense of religion I want to extend to you this beautiful Sunday evening. We in a religion na mdema. We na omugusum. They train you to be in the way that you can. You repeat that system anytime you are asked to repeat it. And you stick to those principles because that's what you know religiously. Religion also extends to even professional practices like architects, doctors, orthodox medicine. Ni nyina ye religion ni bia. So when baby a problem no one. If you really want to be spiritual, you don't cut things. No, men yes surface stuff. We need to get to the bottom of it. So we uproot it for liberation to happen to Africa. We should stop this surface thing. Say, church in yet, Islam na yet, Islam in yet, nananum, and a yet. Nananum yet, Krishna na yet, Krishna moon. Now let's leave. Medicine is religion. The most disciplined and regulated profession is medicine. Medicine is so controlled, it feels like a military system. Doctors are more even controlled than pastors or imams. Maka. Doctors swear oaths. It's like a covenant with a divine entity to do exactly you are asked to do. Hey, and at no point in time will you do anything else. Is there anything dangerous and principled and disciplined and well organized religion than this thing I just said? Doctors, come and talk to us on the platform. Even if you are clear in your mind and convinced that the opposite is the right way, you will still follow the orders as prescribed to you as a doctor. Meboa. Sometimes some of you are so sincere. You know very well. Say I draw way there. Himu. Yanko. Yanko. Nothing goes outside those principles. Doctors they are all even frustrated. Yes, you omukra de omumas no yen record you. Unya 50 pa life so no dogma. Doctors are supposed to behave within certain quarters and lay down procedures, and they are not supposed to go beyond that. And you feel this is not religion? Hey, we have more problems. You need to get to the bottom of the tree. Na pie wo ye hwinimu no. Agrokra ne yedinu. Na spirituality, over na spirituality, and a share way. Mama yan solve BP, blood pressure. Don't tell me say have I solved. I'm doing it. As I have solved more than 1,000 podium. Me can't say sir. Ask them. Everything I talk about, if I say I will do it, I do it right. I'm telling you. The other day, no, anadromos no. Na many obi kasa na make catch and said the reason why I kotena brochire ni ye bagana ye relocate aba a problem. Uba wuntumi ubesan yakọ. So wo force so obetena nche ubewu no is because of anadromos spirit. The entia obi beko prison ya owia de na ye kotum ye yi no obesan awia de no wasan akọ biom is because of anadromos spirit. If you don't activate this, ye difficult. Because a soul no be okotena ba bi baako for some time na waka ho, and people don't want to understand why ye the number bebo wo nsa uwa ye the number bebo wo ho ukoda prison so ye the number bebo wo ho. People don't understand these things. This thing we are doing here, if we can focus ye beba from na ya titi mu kakra na ya to ye bu ni ye enviness ni greediness. I'm telling you, this platform can bring liberation. It's not about business. We are giving true messages aye downloads aye betumi liberty continent no. I mean bronsama eti yemu why we hate good things like that. If they try to do that, they will be prosecuted and their license will be taken. You can ask them. And so the medical profession itself is a religious establishment. Practitioners must religiously follow principles and structures that have been laid down by somebody for them. School now so no wonder say the doctors now wa ye adwuma ma obi ye duro bi eni wo no ma aye ye ombe ko school baba be ye ombe satare kwait no ma prescribe obroni edura ma obibini ano nti ne kura ne sen. The purpose of this editorial is to explain that when we talk about religion, it is not only the faith-based systems like your church and your mosque. There are other systems outside worship. There are religious systems even in the ethereal. Reincarnation, for instance, is supposed to be a religious life after death activity. You do it repeatedly. It's also a religion. We are even teaching ourselves other religions outside this realm. You do anything repeatedly, religiously, continuously, and you repeat it, the same thing. It is religion. Who is responsible for religion? Is it from the Supreme Being? Is New Age spirituality religion? New Age practices like grounding, channeling, or even veganism, for instance, are supposed to be the features of the new era and the fruit of the Aquarius culture. If you talk about any of this, and say, yeah, we are spiritual. The spirituality of the new age has so many modern day rituals that are gradually being hijacked by certain elements to form principles and groupings to harness their power. Obi guide you, Obi. That's why when you open a group for me, I go gaga. I know you are there, you are watching the show every day. If you won't comment, your comment doesn't do anything. But be straightforward and block the channel and stop watching it. I know you watch every day. You have proper system. Social media for no mutiti ntokuru na. Omo di phone ni esisi wo no omo twitwa no omo niama ne gu prage. I'm not saying it's bad. But what I'm trying to say is that yes, sir, we have proper systems. We know everything that is going on. We are not bragging, but that's it. You can see, you have eyes. Now in Ghana, a lot of things are happening. People run from the church in the name of a new awakening and end up joining other severe practices and rituals groups. What is the point in leaving your church group and joining another spiritual awakening group? So what's the point? The religion has not gone anywhere. You are just moving from orthodox religion to contemporary religion. Same things. You stopped going to church on Sunday to join an enlightenment group that meet on Friday to do soul cleansing rituals. So hello, what is the difference? Any anum? And so last. You either pay dues or create a moral code of conduct for your new group. Dues every month. You have ethics that you believe in. You either believe in Nananum or Cosmos or Karma. Why are you there? Are you out of religion? Hello. Oh, just spiritual hour with the pride of your ancestors. I am the goddess of Akabulan, and we are discussing the cancerous spirituality. And I'm here saying, and I'm a call her, and I'm say, and we now work join a Musuana Mori. We now more forest one of my friend Crada. Na mu ina na mu say, and I so wine, and I wine visiting, and I dear. the same group. We na wo baby amuko shia muko di 3 days. Na mo share the match them. Na is it not the same religion? Hello. What's up? It is cancerous. You all believe in one ritual. We na mo ya ritual ba ko. My culture says spirituality there's nothing like one fit all. We na mo share wona mo ya adekora no. You perform many rituals and drug-induced astral projections. How is this not religion? Tell me. Or you think because it is not Islam, it's not Christianity, they are not religious things. Is that what you think? Tell me. What do you think? These are all religious establishments. And so this is to tell you that when you are trying in the wave of the Aquarius era, the fight for religion is not just by combating Christianity and the fundamental Adamic religious worship. No! The fact that you stopped going to church and started doing rituals doesn't make you spiritual. One big problem. When I look at people, I laugh. Spirituality itself is a bigger religion. Spirituality is a religion with dictatorship. In religion, you may have some freedom, but in spirituality, there is none. Mebwa, mo amoko baby no, and I want for way amba, and I say, obi say because of enlightenment, ojai ko di group bi for 2 years. Hey! And yanka religion ye, ubepon wa kofie. You just obey the rules and that is it. Don't leave church thinking you are out of religion. Your child is being religiously educated. Your hospital is operating religiously. The same drip. The same cannula. Oh. Politicians are leading you in political systems and religion. Democracy is a system. But why? A religion, because you do it religiously every 4 years. Oh my God. Democracy is a system set up and enforced. No country has the power to say no to it. You lie bad. No matter how profitable your alternative is, obey democracy. What do you call this? And Crawford way at yase. Na instead say ye beba form ni ehu nyansa ni ye tutu afiri ho ni ye gya ye yafunu agu ho. Ni ya ma ekoma hye yafunu ni mu ni ya ye nyansa sam ni ye tutu ahoma no afiri asase na se. Na afa di afifia habampa ye ma ne be nantim enkasa enwo mo ye se da ye nye. And that spirituality and nananom a uku ojan ma omo every year wan koya yesi ombeku we. You kill ojan every year religiously. Uko festival ni de bia religiously. Na mo no abayere na mu nu moja ni mu na ayese tingo religiously. What do you call that? We ni menya me bosoma me somo no mi ja na wo ho obekumi. What do you call this? Say ya nhwe say niyama we. Ya nhwe niyama we. Ha, ye bedi ye hu. What are you talking about? Say, if you are sorry. And all these things I just mentioned, politically, medically, educational wise. You feel that, what are you saying? Why? Because it benefits someone. The person who brought it has to make sure it is protected and enforced religiously. Weed is not good. Tramol and alcohol is happening. Tramol, any alcohol, is it not destroying people more than what we know weed will do? Who brought it? Who brought it down? I'm far abone baye. Tramol na nya ade ni ye freezy papa bi. Ope no wasem no no obeche me. Say me ka na glass ni ye tinted nti me yi obeche me. Na me say your head dey correct. The car, did I bring it to Ghana? Didn't it pass about mum pe car aye tinted? Ada na man stop say mo mu fe bi mba kro ni mu bio. Onyalo. Ba beche me. Ohwe me ni mu di. Mu ni ahobrase me say ahobrase we de mi konya de akwahe. Me wa homa so 24/7 if you will arrest this car. Would the motor beche car way? You dey cool. You get this car park in your compound kwen obawo. Ko ba kaloli eshishi. No tamoto no ba no because of uniform. You your lucky say me papa say police uniform me ku enko ba na. Nka me tene na mo de me akotum. Omo satale na yambu omo. Ko mu mu bebre de wo mo aye nyanwe no ka ye be bu omo da. Na atare no bu omo. Why ene osi weed yo me nka say kono weed. Me I have learned about the weed for 3 years into me. But I'm not saying so be I'm not even promoting it. Going straight to your head. But if tramol is bad and alcohol so and yet me say nipa adenti na ya mode ene ba. Yo mu hwehwea ne ade ne podi ye nya nduru ho. So don't just be in a hurry to leave your church just because you think you are fighting religious dogma. Religion is cancerous. When you take it out from one side, it will enter from another side. Because the rulers of this place, Nagana kraha dia. The other day, na me bank of one sending me message, me na me go gaga. Me bufu bruta. I bufu kra beden. You see, if he be you here. Who are you? Only him why so comfort say baby yetim say ehuna ni ehu. Everything is happening to black man. Ekroma don't to me say this can go baby. We are the receiving end and nobody is richer than Africans. We buy cars, we buy houses, cash, no credit. Yentumi ye ho hwe minim who is responsible for all these assembly. So you don't run to anywhere, just stay. Now enforce the cosmic law no. Are you taking it out of our system? So you bet me putting your in shape. Because religious are cancerous. So when you think you have seen a new awakening, remember that there is nothing new under the sun. Everything has happened before. And religion is just about following orders and principles no matter what for the rest of your life. Maybe I'm say don't subscribe to anything. What I'm preaching to you is yourself. And group. They say be obi. What that's on am na se popra oba yehu ne na se first no kwa na adwongo no de asra na say na funti say. Usika. E na me ne wo kasa wo. Don't tell me say you saw me. I was on TV. Paying money. I was on 2 TV stations and 2 radio stations at a go. With that sponsorship, I was paying all by myself. We came. And you came full time. It starts small. A group of people who develop ways to behave as a group. As years go by, the group becomes standardized. If somebody realizes that this is something that we can use for something else to manipulate people and make money, then they will take it as a religion. Group, no. They put a book around it and then they launch it. Then those that it benefits create codes to force everyone to practice it without thinking outside it. This is religion. This is the character of most of these spiritual religions or the new age religions. When they call spiritual people ni na your tree yadwa. Andrea na seska. Asumona abatuni won tuni ye fa mani wi ahye me amashi tum no om de om so monte. There be a creative group no. Say a good group create enye dimbi asa. I have proper system that can do this. We are trying to communicate this to you. And yes, bibi show so net show say ya the crone put you in any tunnel. And recycle all the time. No, that is not divine. That is not from the supreme being. That will not help you to vibrate on a higher frequency. You better hate it to your source. And that is not what I'm preaching. I'm preaching yourself to you. So do things without restrictions, but focus on your soul, like Buddha said, or like Buddha did. Not any group. Now let's look at etymology. of religion. Etymology of religion. Don't forget we are discussing the cancerous spirituality and you are watching Spiritual Hour with the Pride of Our Ancestors. When you take the word religion, how do you relate to it? Tell me. It's a question. Write your answer in the comment section. I've not been to school. I've not had extensive education. So please, my brother is to say three. Now say na 6 na bi asaya na abedu 2. So there why2 fanisa. But means to do it again or repeatedly. Wow, you can Legion can be close to legion. As in the Bible, it refers to legion of angels, to mean a community of angels, to a grouping of. So if they say religion means you create a group, then you put in things to keep the group always regrouping. That is what religion means. Do you understand me? So that group thing na ekoso na mu tia tight na mu yese na yemo say mo practice spirituality. No, you people are in religion. The explanation is what I've given you. Please, you can Google and find out. I did not go to your school, but this should make sense to you. You can find out. Say legion, any legion as it in the Bible said they refer to natural communities. Any group regroup here. It's like a cancerous phenomenon. That when you think you are coming out of it, it regroups you. That is what religion does. It's so serious. In metaphysical studies, you can call it the Ouroboros phenomenon. Religion is everywhere you go. It is waiting for you. You come out from one part, it pulls you in from another. Until you join if you are sorry, join group na utie sika wo hobosome every year so mo wade amoye na mutie dues mu nyina mo dwen se mo kota ade we na mu nyina mo didi sika na mo same thing. Please don't get confused. Spiritual people who create communities and assign principles in the name of belonging to a new age society. You've just jumped from one place to go and regroup in another place. No hard feelings. So when we say, I don't know why we hate the truth, but this is it. Why should you get angry over this? Is it not the truth? Religion is not good. You join group and you buy t-shirts, you buy souvenirs, you pay dues. Every month you do this, every year you do this. It's the same religion. You are creating community for yourself. Ebinum no mo de formula bi aka Hey, Africa. I don't know when. I don't know. But God day we day. Obi say which God? Your God day. We day. My God day we day. Now let's look at cosmic power and religion. When mystics of the cosmos read galaxies and stars, where do they get their model of understanding from? You could read the astrology. You could read the way. Where did they get all those from? Does religion have a cosmic effect? It's a question. Is there a system governing or standardizing cosmology and astrology? It's a question. If you have the answers, the platform is open. Who wrote the tarots? That's the tarots. Who wrote them? The tarots. You know what I'm talking about. Who designed the stars' names and galaxy names? Who did that? Is it the supreme being? Can you tell us how? Please, the platform is open. 0244860092. So if you saw bad no toto nsroma any galaxy ni nyina din a obetumi aba na no ya be share sa knowledge no. Why na ye? The people who sat to design models of reading astrology or tarot and write books on horoscopes, were they inspired by divine beings? Pamucho, where your question? Is that not the same as the Bible and the Quran? That the God inspired them, or spirit or angels inspired them to write? And then a different pouch. When now your question, so you can write the answers in the comment section. Who named the stars and the planets? Who did that? Who named them? You are saying Mars started with M, and so this and that will happen. Until we read the astrology now, one. Sunday is the 7th day of the week, and so this and that will happen. December is the 12th month of the year, and so this and that will happen. Ask yourself, who standardized these things for you to be saying it? And I go Google me zodiac sign, and I go Google me way, and I go redeem me way, no, and I almost say way, and I go redeem me way. Why? And I standardizing all these things. Is it the supreme being? Ibisao. And it is religiously repeated. Sunday is always Sunday. December religiously repeats itself. December. It doesn't change. So what do you call this? What do you call this? Religiously. You are reading way and you feel it is spiritual. Who named them? Is it not the same religion? From medicine to politics. Tell me where. What do you think you are doing? Running from church to where? To a group. For what? To ask. You see how pathetic we have become. Ya mobo. Yempesi ye bedwin akwa akire yempo yempa depa. That no be say aden na last week spiritual hour no enkrofo no theologists na sem na dey na any news mu na me say share. Anka mi ko wiade a anka obehu mi wo news mu asem papa we obehu wo news mu o male. December is always the 12th month of the year. Ask yourself who made these principles for you too. Bisa, so why so na ye we so dem out. Somebody sat down and believed that the stars were aligned this way. Who designed the cosmos for us to become masters of the astrology and tarot reading? Who? Ntina castle no. Me every year no school omo bebre me new ones na aba no. Nse meja reading. Hey, yes me mobo. Nti why na ma astrology any tarot ni reading no. We are the masters ben no mo arrange na we are the na hu ye. Se meja reading. Using these cosmic systems and models that were designed by people, are we not following somebody else's religion? Doesn't that make astrology a religion? And your question, no, nobody should get no hard feelings. You studied astrology. You know how to read stars. And you were educated in cosmic mysteries. From where? Books written by someone or some god? How? How do you explain this if you claim it's not religion? Practices and models established by people or gods. What part are saying? Are these principles not governing your existence and your belief in what you know and your knowledge? Because who could read it? Na when we na waji atum when who kura unim se no na umbobra waji nkura nse unima umbobra. Are this not what is guiding your knowledge? If this is it not religion? Yes, recently, a society wrote to me about their former member, saying things about them that their society does not subscribe to. Now, nipa ne free omumu no all kanti. Or say omubu fu no muchro letter bremi. I have had many occasions where societies write to say, someone says they are part of us. Please, we don't know them because they don't do this or that. You are not following their religion, so they don't recognize you. Sorry, hompo. Bishop for no omumu acheche. Prophets no so omu obi a wonu group. This is not belong. This one doesn't belong to this group until you're fake. This one doesn't belong to this group until you're fake. Where are we going to? Hello. All this is a cancerous spirituality. That's why I'm saying don't prescribe to nothing. Be like Buddha. Aye. These are religions. I'm telling you. These are principles that you follow every year. Astrology. The moment you rebel, you are out. Groupings no matete ama muni nyina no so omo situ esika no wantua na akoye ni amon hoye yi wadi. Yeah, you have group ni. What do you call this? It's religion. What makes you think you are different from a Christian? There is nothing new. It is the same thing, repeating itself. Oma rebrande, rebrande. They just refuse to understand what I'm even saying or teaching. So the leaders feel say, if you so this editorial is basically to tell you that relax, calm down, don't panic, don't rush. We are in a bigger war. Say yamba for me and ye kai. Whatever will come to us has been prescribed. When they say the age of Aquarius is coming, who told you? Did you sleep and dream about it? And you'll be never who did that? The masters. Did you see any divine person telling you about it? Who even named it Aquarius? One is soon Aquarius. Mama obi nipo ojina wana okita kula yusu into ono no oba ni ejane one Pisces neko. Who even arranged this stars? And because the person saw water some thousands of years ago, does that mean every human since then must see the same thing? Obi no wada na waso ne die, me so the same die. And then I'm saying me nsu ya be problem between obi timing. Is that not what all religions are about? Obi ase obi no or you inspired, and the same thing. It is all religion. Be bia. Adie bia de to one place. Ema we one thing repeatedly. My explaining the word religion to you. Into wa baby awo obi calculate. Because of astrology, you left your marriage. Hey, left your children. Adding. It is all reassigning and reattributing the thing that is there. And so we reattribute it. At the end of the repeat it. Inti ono wa ye cancerous. Inti ufa ha na wa bechia wa ha. Ufa ha na wa bechia wa ha. Inti the same thing we are in disguise. No bi akofa kasa fufuro bi. No chante na yet say the same thing. It is all religion. Africans love religion, but they don't have the ability to learn about it. Now, they don't want the religion to make them leaders. They want to be followers. They love to be in slavery. Look at what these Arabs did. Almost say, "Kai, you be fire the culture no ashim na yetimi also yanso yetimi control ni rule bi." Africans don't want to reattribute to it. They don't want to do anything about what is given to them. That is their problem. We read it, we remake it, we re-put ourselves into it without attributing or reassigning anything to it. Africa for the mute. Arab for adi omuye yina Africa for so omunye. And na dia yekite mu ni yenya ho hwe. Ye lazy to learn. Ni yekite mu nti we feel that we should put fear in everybody to shut and sit there. If you don't do all these things and you don't reassign and reattribute things to it, to spice it up, to fit into the era, the youth will come against you. Me say, "Enchebia, youth remember we sorry them wa be hwemo so mo ji omu tight any omu offering." Into body amount now, there is nothing new under the sun. So sorry what now we stay there and be awake. One more time, come out, leaving the church and going to join a group and wearing whatever jarabia and whatever. It will not make sense. Minya, I'm preaching yourself to you, nothing more, nothing less. Everybody should take care, or everybody take care of yourself. I love you. Shalom, Makrao.